Hey there, it's your Avon lady, Chris Arnold, and I have your product picks for campaign 5 of 2023. And this campaign, our cover feature is our Knox premium skincare collections. And this is our LXNEW Ultimate and LXNEW Platinum collection. It's also featuring our LXNEW Clean, which is our line of cleansers. And while these are not really new products, we like to feature different products, existing product lines from time to time. And this is a product line that I do get a lot of questions about, so I wanted to go ahead and do a quick revisit on these products. Maybe if you're new to my videos or new to skincare and maybe haven't really paid attention to these before. So the number one question I get asked about our LXNEW skincare is actually, does it replace Unready? So of course, Unready is Avon's signature anti-aging skincare that's been around since the early 90s. We were actually the first company to bring alpha hydroxy acids to the mass market with our original Unready face cream. And since then, we have expanded that line greatly. But we do have a new Ultimate and a new Platinum. So the same collections as we have in LXNEW. So I do get asked a lot, is the LXNEW replacing Unready? And especially in the last couple of years where we've had some supply chain and inventory issues, and the Unready hasn't been as readily available as the LXNEW has, it does kind of give some folks some pause that Unready is being discontinued. Rest assured, it is not, and we should be seeing in the next few months all of the problems with inventory with that cleared up. We seem to have gotten things back rolling so that we'll be able to keep those in stock more consistently. So definitely not replacing Unready. This is an alternative to Unready, because while Unready is fabulous, I mean, the Unready Ultimate Day Cream, that's actually like one of our #1 selling skincare products. And I know that personally it's one of mine. I sell a ton of the Unready Ultimate line and the Unready Platinum line. What this is just, it's an alternative. It's different. One is not better than the other. It's really a matter of personal preference and which type you prefer. So it's not replacing Unready, it's an alternative to Unready. So your next question is probably, okay, so what's the difference? How do I know which one I want to use? Well, our Unready line, of course, because it is an older line of products, it's using some older key ingredients or older, more established technologies to deliver those ingredients. So still incredibly effective, and like I said, they're bestsellers for me, for sure. But they are heavier creams. They tend to be a little bit heavier creams. Some folks are not able to use the original Unready collections because of fragrance. They do have a stronger scent to them than some of the newer products. And the day creams have SPF, which when you're comparing day creams, sometimes having a day cream that does not have SPF and maybe having a separate product for SPF, or if you're allergic to SPF, because unfortunately some people are allergic to that and can't use it, that's also a consideration. So the LXNEW it's much lighter weight because it uses newer technologies and newer ingredients. So it's much lighter weight products. Especially in the creams, they have a much lighter feel to them, and they have no added fragrance. They're what scent they have is very soft and dissipates quickly. So you're not having that scent all day, and you're not having to avoid it if you're sensitive to scents. The key ingredients in the LXNEW collections is in the LXNEW Ultimate, and just like the Unready Ultimate, LXNEW Ultimate is designed for addressing multiple signs of aging. So this is, you're like, oh, well, I've got some fine lines and wrinkles, I have some discolorations, my skin texture is not what it used to be. this is your go-to for just general. I want my skin to look more youthful. That's, you're going to want to go to Ultimate for that. And the key ingredient in that is a rare peony extract. These are also more natural ingredients. The key ingredients are sourced from flowers and plants. So not all natural products, not like our PharmX collection, PharmRx collection, that is, definitely more natural and vegan products. These are still more, the key ingredients are sourced from flowers, so they're a little bit more natural ingredients. They're newer ingredients that didn't exist when our Anew collections were being introduced. So Payanol is the rare peony extract in Ultimate, and Payanol specifically is going to help visibly improve the appearance of your skin's texture, your skin tone, and your skin clarity. There's also ingredients, again, in the Ultimate line that help address fine lines and wrinkles. Now, this collection I did try. I actually, for 2 weeks when it first was introduced, I used exclusively the LXNEW Ultimate, because those of you who've been following me for a while know I mix and match my skincare. I use a little bit of everything. I do still use, I use the replenishing serum, not every day, just when my skin is feeling just like it needs a little more. I go for the replenishing serum. I also use the rejuvenating eye serum. Love, love, love that eye serum. That's probably, one of my go-to. I use it probably 4 or 5 times a week. Usually in the morning. It's very, very moisturizing, helps really even out and smooth my eye area. So really, really love those. Those are actually part of my personal routine. And then I have folks that use the whole collection. The night cream in this one is very unique in that it's 2 products in 1 jar. So you have for firming and I just drew a complete blank on what the other thing that the night cream is for. So the night cream has a size with a firming cream to support production of collagen and elastin, and a volume cream with rice bran extract to help plump the skin. So volume and firming in that night cream there. So then the LXNEW Platinum has hibiscus flower extract. And that's going to, it's got antioxidants in it, so it's going to visibly make your skin look firmer and more youthfully plumped. So the Platinum collection, both in Anew and in LXNEW, is for firming and lifting is the primary focus for those. And I actually use the serum from time to time. I will use that on the back of my hands because I get kind of that thin, crepey texture on my hands. So sometimes I feel like they need a little bit of that firming skincare. So remember, skincare is not just for the face. You can use it other places as well. Also, the LXNEW Platinum, because it does address firming and lifting, also has products for the neck and chest area, as does the Anew Platinum. So you see there's a lot in common, and it's really just a matter of personal preference. Which one is, everybody's skin is unique, so there's no one size fits all. This is just a couple of other alternatives. So that's our Knox LXNEW Ultimate and LXNEW Platinum. And then of course there is the LXNEW Clean, which is all of our cleansing products, and I use quite a few of those depending on what my cleansing needs for the day are. I really like, speaking of inventory, shortages and having products not being available sometimes, I love the whipped foaming, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with names today. The whipped oil cleanser, this one here that's in a pump and it comes out as a foam, is a great makeup remover. So if you are not able to get the eye makeup remover lotion that's so incredibly popular, also not being discontinued, just a supply chain issue and should be back in stock consistently soon. But in the meantime, this whipped oil cleanser is fantastic. Removes the eye makeup, removes the waterproof makeup, and the bonus is it doesn't just remove your eye makeup, it removes all of your makeup and cleanses your face all at once. So great products there. Oh, speaking of cleaning your face, another addition to our makeup line is our FMG Unready Makeup Remover Cloth. And this is a cloth, it's really, really super soft. It's got some short fibers to help remove makeup and cleanse the face, some longer fibers that help to exfoliate the skin. And this is a great kind of eco-friendly alternative to makeup remover wipes. So an alternative to having, disposable makeup remover wipes is having an everyday makeup remover wipe. And actually, if you were going to use them every day, if you wear makeup every day and you're going to be using this on a daily basis, you're probably going to want 2 or 3 so that you can wash them every 2 to 3 days or after 2 to 3 days of use. But you just use it with just the cloth and warm water, and it removes your makeup and exfoliates your skin all in one step. And then you just follow with your regular cleanser like you would follow when you use your makeup remover wipes. Really, really super soft. I would say it does a really, really great job of removing the makeup. Not so much the waterproof, like my mascara and my eyeliner, which are both waterproof or water resistant, were a little bit more stubborn and actually did take my cleanser to remove them. But this removed all the rest of my makeup, all my foundation and my eyeshadow and lipstick and everything. And it was even like a long-wearing lipstick that it helped get that off the lips. So great alternative to wipes if you want something, if you don't like using something disposable. This is a great option for that. And then we have, starting in Campaign 5, a new living catalog. So you may not know that Avon has products for the home, which I personally, anytime I can shop my own store, I'm excited. But they're great products too. So it's not just that I get to buy them for myself, but they're really, really good products. So I have a few of these that I wanted to share. A couple of them actually courtesy of my daughter, who is getting some new items for her kitchen and was kind enough to let me have them first so that I could show them to you all before they go to her home out of state. So let's see, we'll go through the book here. So first up, we measure up. This is a really cool set. Where did I put them? Here they are. So they're stainless steel, and you have your 5 measuring cups. So you have your 1/8, 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, and 1 cup. So your standard 5 measuring cups. And I do like that they go all the way down to 1/8, because sometimes you get sets of measuring cups that only have the 4. They have the 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, and 1 cup. They do have the little ring. When I put them in my drawer, I will probably take the little ring off and just leave them sitting stacked in the drawer. So really nice cups there, easy to clean. I like the stainless steel because they're very easy to clean. And the set also comes with 6 measuring spoons. And I've actually had a set of these. I believe they were a Mother's Day present. Might have been a birthday present. I was always complaining about not being able to find the measuring spoon that I needed when I was baking. And so my family had gotten me a set of measuring spoons like these. And now we're going to have a second set, because sometimes you need, a second set, or, when you're a family of 2 and only have to run the dishwasher every couple of days, sometimes you need some of these before the other one is clean. So now we're going to have 2 sets, but they have 6 sizes, and they're dual-ended, and they are stainless steel, like the measuring cups, like the dry measuring cups, or the cups. And they have 2 different, I love this end for getting into our little spice jars. This works very, very well, this elongated, and then the round. But I don't know if you noticed, the fun part is they are magnetic. So they stack together in the drawer and stay together so that you're not ever having to hunt up a particular one. So you've got your 1/8 teaspoon, which, yes, I do use that size sometimes, so very glad that it goes that small. 1/4 teaspoon, your 1/2 teaspoon, your 1 teaspoon, of course, or if you ever watched the movie Sleeping Beauty, your tisp, and 1/2 tablespoon, and your full tablespoon. So again, all magnetic, all stuck together, all easy to keep your drawers neat and clean. Next up, we have the, well, let's see, we're going to go in order of the book. And I am going to do, if you watch my social media channels, probably just in the Thoughts on Beauty group, I'm going to do a little video go through all of the different things in the book, even the ones that I don't have, just to kind of give you an idea, what's in there. So let's see, next up we have, so we have some fun tools and gadgets in there. We have the 6-piece cutlery set or knife set, and and they all have covers, so it's okay that I'm playing with knives. It's all right. So you have your 6-piece, I feel like I'm about to start juggling them, honestly. Your 6-piece knife set, so all your different sizes of knives, and they do come with the covers. I love having the knives with the covers in my drawer, just because, it just makes it safer in the drawer, that you're less likely to reach in the drawer and cut your finger. So love the covers, and they're always, I have a set similar to this with the covers. They're always a little tight at first, and the more you use them, the easier they are to use. So they have the non-stick color coating. Love that. Makes them so easy to clean, and they just glide through the food, whatever it is, without sticking to it. They have nice soft handles with a good grip. You always want a good grip on your knives. You don't want to be like cutting up something slippery like chicken or whatever, and have your knife go slipping out of your hand. So yeah, definitely a nice set. Like I said, these are always a little tight at first. They loosen up over time as you use them. They just have this nice kind of fanciful little, I don't know if that's a bird or a dragon or, whatever your interests lie. I'm sure you will see that in the design. So these are the different knife shapes. And I like, another benefit to the color is if somebody's helping me in the kitchen, I can say, hey, can you hand me the green knife? I don't have to remember what this kind of knife is called, and the person I'm asking to hand it to me doesn't have to have the same name for this type of knife. I can just say, hand me the green knife. Always a good paring size, always a good small cutting size, and then of course the scissors. Nice scissors for cutting your herbs, or actually we use our scissors for a ton of stuff in the kitchen, and I can't really think what. But these ones, because they're the stainless steel, these ones are like food safe scissors. So you always want to have like one set of scissors that you use for food and one set of scissors that you use for cutting open bags of food and things like that. You don't want to cross those. Let's see, what else have we got? Actually, I will point out, a friend of mine got this egg storage container, and he was showing it the other day and pointed out that it has room for 14 eggs, which I think is brilliant, because I always buy another dozen eggs when I've only got about a couple left. So now I can put them all in the container and not have 2 still sticking out because I don't have room in the container for the whole dozen that I just bought because I had 2 left over. So love that about that. That's really cool. So thank you to my friend for sharing that with us. We'll point out nice oven liner to catch drips in the oven, but only if you have an electric oven. It's not compatible with gas ovens. So unfortunately, I saw that and thought that was going to be a great idea to help, when my apple pies boil over in the oven, because that's always a bit of a fun mess that my husband is always sweet enough to clean for me. But I thought, save him a little bit of trouble, but nope, done, not compatible with a gas stove. So my daughter got the new cutlery. She also got this fun little tool to help her clean her cutlery. So this handy dandy little gadget has your suction cup, so you can stick it to the wall, or better yet, stick it to the inside of the sink. And then when it comes time to clean your knives, all you have to do is push the knife through the brushes. And it's not super easy to push the knife through the brushes because you want it to do a really good job of cleaning. So this mounts, like I said, mounts to the inside of your sink. Definitely want to watch what I'm doing while I'm doing that. Mounts to the inside of your sink. You're just going to put a little bit of soap in there, and then you can put your cutlery through and clean that up. And it's also, if you pull out the suction cup, which again, this is going to get easier the more you do it. So yes, it looks like it's really hard while I'm doing it, but it's not. Not going to stay that way, because the more you do it, it'll pull the suction cup out, and then you can push the brush. Let's see, which way do we push? We push this way? Yes, we push this way. Take the brush out, and the brush comes apart, and you can use it as your veggie cleaner, or your scrub brush for cleaning vegetables or other things in the kitchen as well. So we got that. And then you just push it back together, slip it back in here, pop the suction cup back in. Okay, come on, it's a little tight. Pop the suction cup back in, and then put it back on the side of your sink. So great little tool there. And let's see, last but not least, if you have like a faucet and just like your faucet is centered on your sink. My faucet is where the divider between my two sinks is. This is another great little gadget to have. It hooks over your faucet, so you can stick your sponge in it and have your sponge there where it drips down into the sink, and is always super handy. And the last thing I picked up is one of our smart solutions, and that's our collapsible book and tablet stand. So this is really convenient in the kitchen, of course, because a lot of us now these days have recipes and things on our tablets. So it's collapsible, comes in 2 pieces, like that. And all you have to do is you just put the little L part through this bottom section here. And then when you set it down, it props up, and this wood dowel up here gives you a place to lean your tablet or your book against. And very, very, it's hard to show not sitting on the table. Very handy dandy there, that you can have your book or tablet, your recipe book or whatever, there, and easy to read and easy to see propped up on your counter. And then when you're not using it, it just collapses and folds out of the way. So super, super handy dandy little tool there. So yeah, definitely in the Thoughts on Beauty group on Facebook, I'm going to go through the whole living flyer there. You can also just, when you go shopping on the online store, so if you go to avon.com/repstore/carnold and go shop by and home, that'll show you all of the home care products there. There's even in our living catalog, because living is not just about cooking and cleaning and fun stuff like that. There's even a few limited edition fashions in there, and some handy dandy watches that are fun to have. So I will definitely go through that whole flyer again in the Thoughts on Beauty group on Facebook. So if you're not a member, be sure to hop on over there and join. And there's some other great like VIP private sales and sneak peeks of products and things like that. You get to see this video a little bit sooner there than you might on some of my other channels. And I think that's everything I have for you this week. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.